Okay, straight to it. This is not the prettiest bit of shoreline, and I apologize in advance for those who might find the images disturbing. Welcome to an area of the Fraser River Junkyard that I affectionately refer to as the East Wall. Like the West Wall, just a kilometer or so downstream, this is part of an old riverside city dump that was closed 5+ decades ago. It simply wasn't sealed properly, and now, as I've often maintained, it's as if the past has returned to the present to show us the future. I'm just worried that nobody's listening, and I'm not even sure anyone really cares. Normally, my posts are from alongside the safety of a sandy shore with the river gently flowing by, but on this occasion I thought I would literally jump in and get my feet wet. As you can easily see, the east wall and the shoreline below it is unfortunately within an intertidal zone. Basically, the tidal range or foreshore is exposed and accessible at low tide but submerged at high tide. The tides cycle up and down twice a day, the effects of which can be devastating here. Just north of 6 hours up and just north of 6 hours down every day. Every week, every month, every year, for decades. The results, unfortunately, mirror that of a developing country, but this isn't a developing country, is it? Nope. This is Richmond, British Columbia. While it's not obvious in these images, this wall of garbage reaches inland at least 100 feet in this area and is one of the reasons it can't be cleaned up in a traditional sense. This wall of garbage is constantly being eroded. You could pick up everything you see here, but what you would find is that what you have done today is simply undone the next. Yesteryear's garbage is constantly being exposed with every tide cycle, and every day is different here. Heavy items are deposited onto the shore while buoyant pieces are free to float down the river, and they do. Unfortunately for the environment, many vintage curios from the Fraser River Junkyard can in fact be found several kilometers downstream. With the hierarchy of high tides comes many variables that can increase the water level significantly. Snowmelt and flooding from further upstream are just a couple examples. And it's not just high water levels that threaten an already exposed wall like this. Strong sediment-rich currents, the wake from passing marine traffic, and of course all manners of marine debris are also constant threats here. There was for a few years a thick blanket of blackberries that proudly cascaded over the wall, acting like a buffer or shield. Blackberries, normally a very difficult plant to kill, are of course no match for the hydraulic regime of the Fraser River. Stacked like sedimentary levels above yesteryear's garbage are layers of assorted top fill, placed to stop methane gases from releasing into the atmosphere, as well as to stop rainwater from getting into the garbage, creating leachate, a poisonous slurry which we of course hate for the environment. It's rinse and repeat down here, an enabled circular economy of pollution that threatens not only the Fraser River, but the Strait of Georgia, the Salish Sea, the Pacific Ocean, and ultimately the world's oceans. Be absolutely certain that humans have created this. Humans are enabling this, and humans need to fix this.